Thank you, Mr. Lynch. At this time, I would like to take a moment and introduce, as he would stand please, the valedictorian of the Middleborough High School graduating class of 2018, Mr. Evan James Kabush. You will be hearing from Evan later on, as he also serves as our class president, and we felt it was important to at least introduce who our valedictorian is, because at this time, it gives me great pleasure and honor to introduce to you the Salutatorian of the Middleborough High School graduating class of 2018, Mr. Matthew Michael Crowley.
First of all, I'd like to thank and give a round of applause to Mr. Lynch and the rest of the speakers today, because it definitely isn't easy getting up here. Well, good morning. As street poets and philosophers Drake and Soulja Boy put it, we made it. To be up here representing the class of 2018 is a true honor, and I am beyond grateful that I got to spend the last 13 years of my life with most of you. It has been an amazing ride. From Rose Cataldo kissing me on the cheek as I got on the bus in kindergarten, to Mr. Brooks forcing it at lunch every day in the elementary, to my mom putting down the seats in the back of the minivan, the rocket ship that I fortunately still pimp in today, and shoving all my friends in after a VFW dance in middle school to finally high school. Freshman year wasn't as bad as everyone says it is, probably because if you know my friends, you know that they thought they ran the school since they got here. We survived Ebola and surprisingly didn't go deaf after listening to Mr. Keach slap his mouse on the desk all year. And made it to sophomore year, which was even better, being able to spend it with my brother throughout his senior year. The only bad part was chemistry class, when Mr. LaPerriere asked why Davis's and Harry's and Zach's lab reports looked extremely similar to mine. He made them rewrite the papers, but remained cool, probably just because he was in our Mad and Mole clan, and them being the leaders could have booed him from the group. Moving on to junior year, with all the grueling classes, especially the APs everyone took, it was definitely the hardest year, but we all pushed through. Personally, I had so many all-nighters that I think I'm still sleep deprived. However, it got better when prom came around, and I met the most beautiful girl. She's gonna hate me for mentioning her, but hey Jay. As we finally got to sit outside at lunch, it began, and senior year has been absolutely incredible, and I can't thank you all enough. Being able to go out with such an extraordinary group of people has been a blessing, and I thank you for all the lasting memories. The most memorable moment by far, though, has to be becoming a 2017 Division VI state champ. And I know most of you are probably so sick of hearing it right now, but being a part of it instead of just watching from the sidelines was completely different. Coach Kingman had been saying it all along, but when we finally reached our expected destination, it all made sense. Forget about our iced out rings or the banner. What mattered most was the process. Although it hasn't worked out for Joel and Bede, it sure has for us. The most important thing to remember is to fully invest yourself into whatever you're doing, and you will reach your goal. That is what also got me to be able to stand in front of you today. It didn't just happen. I worked hard, dedicated myself to learning, and paid off a few teachers on the way. What is also important is balance. With anything in life, no matter what it is, you have to always make sure you make time for yourself and others. I may be a nerd, but I also know how to have fun. Like, a lot of fun. Shout out boys. Lastly, I'd like to remind you to all leap at opportunities, even if you are quiet or shy, to take risks and put forth your best effort. To be real, and whatever you do in the future, there most likely will be someone better than you at it. But always strive to be the best version of yourself. That's all that counts. Keep grinding until you have the M's in your bank, like yes, indeed. I'd quickly like to thank my parents for everything they've done for me. My dad for being my hero. My mom being a rock, making me mad food and having to wake me up in the morning. I'd like to thank my siblings, Sean, Sammy, Timmy, and Allie. I wouldn't be me without y'all. I'd also like to thank my grandfather for being the most loving and caring papa anyone could ever have, motivating me by telling me you can't fix stupid. I know I'm going to be proud. Thank you to the boys, KPG, for always being there, making sure I turn up. Yep. Sincerely, thank you to all my peers and teachers who made all this happen, especially Brandon, and a special tribute to Scott Nelson, who was more than just my biology teacher, oceanography teacher, which was the easiest class I've ever taken, and wide receiver coach. He was a true friend, and I miss him dearly. A special recognition goes out to the man himself, Evan Schwartz. Although I will never have millions of pictures of me in the elementary school that resembles a shrine like you do, we share the grind, and if it weren't for you ever since kindergarten, pushing me to do more, I wouldn't be beside you, so thank you both. Shout out Fortnite for keeping me sane. And lastly, a quick shout out to all my coaches, especially Coach Kingman, second dad who I couldn't quote because his words are way too valuable to me, and Solmang, which is somewhere. Hey buddy, I love you. I love you all. Thank you everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day. In class of 2018, good luck with everything in the future. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you all success and happiness. Thank you. August 18th, so give it a listen. Thank you.
Matthew, thank you very much. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Brian Lynch to the presentation table to present a special commemorative plaque to our valedictorian and salutatorian. Mr. Brian Lynch.